Nick,
Are we on?
you're recording. Do you want me to start broadcast?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ah,
So,
fuck it.
broadcasting, in 1 minute.
We're not recording.
1 minute.
We're recording.
We're recording. We're not live. Post it on Facebook, tell your friends.
It's on Gil's. Try to Gil's Facebook.
Okay.
If you don't stop touching me.
You look pretty official, bro. We're like, I'm here in my gym
Thank you for
clothes.
changing the subject so you stop touching me.
Yeah, you know, I'm in here in my gym clothes. You're here pretty dressed up nicely. You can tell my boy I got the charger on deck. My phone will work. There you go.
Are you streaming?
No.
Start streaming.
All right. In 5, 4,
You want me
3,
to count down? Just push the button.
2.
God bless.
I can even count down if I want to. See, I'm so official. I have 2 computers working.
So how was you guys' day?
It wasn't bad, you know. Busy. Just long and stressful, but I'm happy to be here with you guys. You know, you guys' face brighten my day.
Shut up. You
That's a good question.
Actually, I do. I mean, I came here. I was gonna
You
dress
wanted to
up
watch
and
it.
try to impress you guys. And I was like, the gym is a little bit more important at this time.
You don't have to impress.
It's too hot to be impressing. It's hot outside.
Boy, I know I'm sexy. All I know is I was just trying to help y'all out and brighten your day with a smile on my face.
As soon as I got home, I just
Doesn't
Yeah, I
say.
get naked too, Brandon.
Do you have the live feed on your computer?
pull it up now.
Okay.
Check.
Says it's auto sharing in 2 minutes. Should I just
Right,
click
share.
share?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
You have to say message.
Oh.
I hate working this late.
If you don't stop touching me.
Damn. Bro, do you have something to tell us?
Huh?
Do you have something to tell us?
Oh, it's well documented.
That was well documented.
We ain't got to talk about that right now. We'll save that for off there.
Is there a Urban Dictionary? If I just search Willis?
It's cover 3 at night. It's cover 3 late night.
Cover 3 after dark.
After dark.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I couldn't think
Yeah.
of the terminology. Cover 3 after dark.
You couldn't think of it because I made up the name, bruh.
Oh yeah, you did the
I started it.
Where were you anyways? Where were you, what was it?
Hey, man.
Graduation.
Look, I had family matters to take care of, bro. My little cousin is graduating.
You guys sound really loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Yes, it is a problem. Shooting my ears out.
We need to keep that on check. We're about to go live, and I don't need to have a distraction on my right hand side.
Seriously.
All right.
Is your name? What was your name again? Lacey.
It's Tiffany.
Tiffany.
What?
Wow, Tiffany and Company. Tiffany, handle my light work, please. Keep her in check.
Lacey.
What do you
Lacey.
expect me to do?
do?
I thought you were talking to Lisa.
Yeah, me too. Because I was like, okay, an L name. We
That's
got
something
mixed
I
up.
would say. I'm sorry, what's your name? Excuse me?
Can I just rock
If you don't
this?
get your
No,
feet off the
you
board.
can't. You might pull out one of the things.
Oh no, I'm very well aware.
Yeah.
Hello, check.
Come
Is
on.
that better on your ears? Oh,
Yeah.
no response?
You're
Yeah.
such a good boyfriend.
It's better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know why you turned us down though.
What's just on the headsets?
Can we talk
Yeah.
about Italy?
No.
We're talking about Italy.
Of course we're talking about Italy.
We're talking about Italy.
It doesn't say there's
Very
anything
tasty.
up.
Dude,
What?
That's the sole purpose of having this.
We're talking about Suarez's choppers.
That's
his
why.
flavors.
That's why I am so glad that I have this outlet because I am livid,
Ugh.
beyond livid. If there was a word that describes beyond livid,
Yeah.
of how mad I am about that,
He was hungry. He was hungry, man.
snap it to a Slim Jim.
He was hungry.
Well, you know what the funny thing is, I think somebody placed a bet in the Netherlands or somewhere in Europe, I believe, where it's equivalent to about $30 that Suarez was going to bite somebody, and he won $985. So, because this is not Suarez's first time.
Nah, this is the third.
So them choppers are just chopping away, bro. But so, I wish I would have placed that bet. I would have placed that bet 100%.
That's
That's almost like Mark Cuban placing a bet that the first play of the Super Bowl was going to be a safety, and he, got paid off for that one.
did that happen?
Yeah, of course. He
Can
didn't
you
lose.
view it?
Nah,
That's serious?
Can you view it right now?
Yes.
Because I have nothing on my screen.
You don't recall the first play of the
He
Super Bowl?
actually called that?
You probably
Yeah.
don't have Java.
Yeah, he actually placed a bet.
No, I
Mark
do have
Cuban,
Java.
believe, placed
You don't
a
have
bet
Flash.
saying that the
I
first
have
play of the
both.
game will be a
I'm watching it right now.
I didn't hear that.
A
I don't have it.
safety.
Not
So, in case you are watching on Ustream, this is the live. This
This is
Pre-show.
live cover 3.
is
Right?
pre-show.
Yeah, we are supposed to be preparing, but
Now we're because we are prepared. We're,
we're
so
mental.
well prepared.
We're versed.
We're so well prepared that we're
I
already
can see
prepared.
it here, but I can't
So
see it.
you're welcome to the post preparation.
Oh, wait.
Sure. The post preparation, pre-show kind of talk.
y'all be quiet. Michelle.
Oh, sorry, you're a guest.
Yes.
Thanks, Jack. Hold on.
You know what? It's the Brandon and Ross show. You can see your way out. Thank you.
Bro, I don't think we needed you.
I guess you guys aren't coming to my show.
No, it says you
What's
guys
the
are
crazy
out
talk
there.
with Ill Will? Is that what it is?
Crazy talk with it.
You've done some already crazy statements on here like Heat and 3.
You know, I think he did that on purpose. He just wanted to be outlandish, come on the show, say make some
I think he's trying
outlandish
to-
statements.
Publicly broadcast his own show, his own.
Yeah,
his own
exactly. That's what he
podcast.
wanted
Are
to
you
do.
filming
Let's get some
me?
views.
It makes sense. Crazy talk with Ill Will.
He ain't right. Mentally, he ain't
You are
right.
mentally sick. That's why you're ill will, right?
Ill will.
Crazy talk. I'm gonna just call you Crazy Eyes from now on. Looking at me. Oh,
What
man.
movie was that from?
Crazy Eyes? Oh, what movie was it? I remember Crazy Legs was from Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Introduced in the Hood. Sounds like I don't know the full title, but that's the one.
There was the guy in
Crazy Eyes
Mr.
was
Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds. Crazy Eyes. Oh man,
That was a good movie.
that's a great
I
movie.
love Mr. Deeds. When he stabbed himself
In the
stabbed
foot.
with the fireplace,
Yeah.
whatever they had the title for that.
Uh-huh.
10 minutes,
10 minutes.
and then
you have Blackfoot.
till
Blackfoot.
Yeah.
I kept my head in it.
Ah!
It took me a second to remember. I was
And
like,
he
wait, what?
was sitting there screaming.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just joking.
Oh, that's what just came to my mind because he's on Blackfoot. It's gonna be so terrible. He said a Blackfoot and back to it. Yeah. I'm thinking, why didn't we talk about Cool Runnings? Come on.
Yeah, we mentioned that
On the blog.
the show. We mentioned it on the show the other night.
Oh man.
Actually, no, we didn't mention it on the show
We
because we
did.
were talking about me and Matt were actually talking.
That's one
about
of my favorite childhood movies. Cool Runnings.
What kiss my egg?
Sounds
Oh,
like your
what's
dad's
his
mind.
No, I'm still here.
Feel
the rhythm.
Feel the ride. Come on, Jamaica. It's bobsled time.
And it's
The one that is and the one side. Man, that movie's so good. We have to watch that.
Yeah, we have to,
You made a great selection of kids.
Excuse me.
You realize that.
What about your hosts?
Hey, you wanna mute those bags?
nope.
I was making noise.
Can I get one? Please, 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 please. One. Thanks. Damn, she don't love you like me.
No.
No, I'm good.
Roadrunner.
Actually, yeah.
That just
Catch.
money. I'll hand it to him. I don't trust him. I mean, the regular Starbucks are better, but
You can get your
I
own.
wasn't expecting if you don't stop in the mic.
this is not after dark yet. It's still 6:55, bro.
He's like, I wish my girl would throw me a Starbucks.
I'm
Oh, he got it! It's good! Oh!
Babe.
Alright, I'm done for the day.
Yeah,
Alright, man.
product
It's been
placement.
real.
glad to have
Yeah,
one run up on that one.
I'm sorry?
You can't product place.
We're not product placing nothing. We're just eating some, bursts.
Something burst.
Some Nova bursts, okay?
Nova bursts.
Some Nova bursts. Some Supernova bursts. We're eating some Supernova bursts.
Good share.
People are just blowing me up.
You want some water?
I would
Anyone?
love some water.
Water?
Mr. Pop.
Yeah.
See, she asked me a question.
I already got my own water.
Actually, can you give me another water bottle, please?
Oh, she's gonna take my water.
You don't got no water.
Okay, right. I need some water.
Spanks.
Well, water.
Hey guys, remember, face it away from the camera. So how about our laptops? Are you sure?
Water.
Crisp, fresh water.
Brought to you by water.
Mm. Wow. You
Damn,
guys are
you
so
know?
interesting.
We're just things got real silent real quick.
You have a
Well, man, come on, crazy talk with Taylor.
Yeah,
Hey,
man,
man,
you know
the
what?
radio, it's not even on.
You know what?
It's
You
not
know
even
what?
talking.
We're gonna let you plug yourself. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
While we text the word.
What's
We
the-
got.
what's
We
the last
sending out
time
the
you
word
vlogged?
on this right
Yeah,
now.
I guess.
I'm afraid.
It's all crazy when it's on.
It's on right now.
It's not on.
It's on.
No one's listening.
Who's not listening?
We got 5 viewers right now.
I'm crazy.
My mom just told me that I got people in New York trying to catch it.
Is it connected? Can we get the question now?
Yeah, it's been connected.
Look, man, why'd you calm down all of a sudden? Look, the show's been going on since 45. I need you to plug your show.
It's
What's the
not
latest
on
blog?
yet.
Start plugging.
What's the last?
All right,
Wait,
craziest
podcast.
results. Craziest results.
Craziest results.
That's the
Right
last
now.
blog?
I'm trying to look
I'm
over this
talking
Facebook
about-
page because I
Was that
thought
your last
it would
blog?
go there,
Oh,
but
the last
What was your last blog? Please speak about it. I know people. I haven't viewed it yet. I don't think. Have you viewed it? Last
No, I haven't even seen it. I
Okay,
haven't even
so
noticed it.
please
So, let's
inform us.
Look into the camera. Look into the viewers' eyes. All 5 of them.
It's a tough crowd, Roy. Tough crowd.
So,
Okay,
you guys
that's
get a chance. Definitely.
All 5 million atoms.
Stop by my blog. Talk about Spain and their miserable season.
That's how
Was
you.
that-
España.
Was that you? Say
It
bye bye to
doesn't
Spain?
send the freaking link.
Was
It's
that
so
your?
stupid.
Was
That was
that your
mine, you
plug?
see?
That was on the Aces site.
Okay.
AC Extreme Sports.
Definitely check that out.
.com.
You guys will love it.
Hold on, but was that your plug? I have to do a retake, bro. You kind of like. I want crazy talk with ill will. I don't want. Check out my blog. It's talking about
Start foaming at the mouth, crossing your eyes. Cut a wrestling promo. Skip there like, oh, listen to my blog, brother.
I don't watch WWE, but it's pretty entertaining.
Okay, you are live. Watching you right now. Okay, you've been live for the past 15 minutes since you put that headset on. Relax.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead, man. Plug your show, bro. Plug your show. I love it. I mean, I haven't personally seen your blog.
Definitely check
You
it out.
haven't seen this blog, right? We're
Well,
definitely.
I saw the report he wrote on the
Definitely check it out. It's
Atlantic Extreme
about
Sports site.
Okay.
Spain. And
Put your things on mute.
That wasn't me. I think that was you, bro.
That wasn't me.
I'm
Who's not on mute?
I'm on mute.
Mute your stuff. Mute your phone. Yeah, phone you mute.
Yeah, make sure everybody's muted.
Good.
So hold on.
Good.
We're recording now. Do we get
Don't
this
just
video?
sign in.
Oh yeah, I'm watching right here.
I understand it's live.
Oh,
Do we
I'm
get a
watching
copy of the recording?
Look, man, right here.
No, I see you.
That's
Ryan,
us.
bro. Okay, man.
That is
okay,
us.
bro. I hear you.
I'm
loud
sitting
and clear.
here watching myself. Watching myself.
That's okay.
I don't know what just happened.
Alright. Don't worry about it.
My laptop just happened to go black.
Did you bring your charger?
Yeah, no. I saw
Did you bring your charger?
I saw the cursor, bro. I saw the cursor.
You didn't bring your charger.
Nah, you're right.
Resident IT guy.
Come on.
Call me if you need any assistance on your IT products.
Oh,
I provide technical solutions through Aces Extreme Sports.
I think you need an account of yours. That's
So I hope this
I don't have one, so.
laptop didn't just crash out on me because
That
this
would
is
be
my main source right
That
now.
would be a upsetting thing. I would feel for you.
We got
Just letting you know.
our assistant producers in the back letting us know that it's game time in about 3 minutes, bro.
Gotta bring it.
How you doing in that corner? You faring all right? Is BG's corner warming up?
BG's corner is. We're gonna start off with BG's corner. Because
That's
BG's
alright,
got some
bro.
things to say.
BG's corner is in the little corner of Aziz's arena, boy.
BG.
You better calm down. Aziz's arena be running this, okay? You got a small corner,
That's
but
alright.
all I know
Except
is
my corner.
all I know is Spurs and 5. My AC did not break, boy.
That's alright. That's okay.
I'll give it to you though, Spurs and 5, man.
Spurs
We
still
can
be
say it
solid.
for every show from here on out. If you want to say it, Spurs and
Oh,
5.
nah, I would let it go.
Are you sure?
Just not yet.
I'm
I'm gonna hold
about
on
to say,
to
I
it.
don't think it's not yet.
Spurs and 5.
don't talk
Woo.
about that. I don't
Woo!
know. I heard your remarks on Portugal.
Okay, yeah, please. Oh,
Let's
please.
talk about
Let's
that.
talk about it. I said they have more
What is-
endurance. I never said they had more
Where do you
speed.
determine that?
Where do I determine that?
Yes, how do you determine that?
Endurance.
The
Endurance.
90
There's
Hold on,
players.
hold on.
See how he knows better than we do.
Hold on. The 94th minute goal. That's more endurance than USA.
Yo.
Bro.
Okay. Really?
No, so I mean, let's see. Where do I determine this? I determine it because through the past trends. No, you guys are endurances.
Yes.
What's endurance?
The ability to keep going. And you know what?
Thank
The
you.
U.S. kept going also.
That's fine. They played a great game and they showed their endurance until the 94th minute, but that's fine. They showed their endurance in the entire game, and I was surprised and I enjoyed it, and they played the full 90 minutes. In the added time.
That wasn't
But what I'm talking about, no, endurance is lasting the whole entire 90
I think
minutes.
that-
You know what? You know what? We'll save it for the show
We will.
because we got a minute.
Yep.
All right, am I back on? You guys are gonna just my blood pressure is rising.
Give my blood pressure medication.
Gil, if you're listening, the GM, please, some Tylenol would help.
You need a banger.
That.
Wait, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I do need that.
All right. You guys excited?
I'm excited.
It's the first time we got this new arrangement of the setup. It's looking nice.
I mean, you guys had the music the first time without me.
Yo.
Alright,
It was
10,
nice.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
You're fast from the club.
4, 3, 2.
Good morning, good night, good afternoon, or whatever else Matt says. Unfortunately, Matt is not here today. We have Willie filling in for Matt.
Hey guys,
That's the second time in a row, you know.
Second time. You have made it to the Couple Three podcast.
I feel special.
And you know what? You're kind of a resident here.
You
You're kind of a
should
resident.
be. You should be special.
It's great to have
You
you.
should feel
It's
special.
always fun being here.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have you, man. We're happy that you could fill in such short notice. And in the absence of Matt, we miss you. We would love for you to come back as soon as possible. Because, you know,
Or not.
that entrance was a little unenthused by Brandon. I think he was trying to go for the, you know,
I was trying to go for the Matt entrance. Nobody does it like that.
the mellow Matt, you know. We miss you, but come
We
back
need to
soon,
do
you know.
this. You know what? Can we start over? Can we start over on the entrance?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
All
Give it a
right,
shot. Give it a shot.
Good morning, afternoon, or night. How you guys doing? This is the Cover 3 podcast brought to you by Atlantic Coast Extreme Sports.
Man, you can,
How was that?
Hey,
I closed my eyes for a second.
That was
was
amazing.
Was that good?
I closed my eyes for a second. I thought you were Matt.
That was Matt.
I thought you were Matt.
Oh, man.
He's here.
Man.
You scared me.
He's
You
here in
scared me.
spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
how you got it. There you
That's
go.
great.
There you go.
Oh man.
So you know
So
what? Let's dive into it at first.
okay.
You know, I'm ready to take a bite out of this.
All right.
Let's
So
hear it. Let's hear it.
BG's corner.
started off.
Starting it off. I am every word beyond livid. Every word beyond livid at the fact that they allowed Luis Suarez to continue playing that match. He deserved a red card, deserved to be taken off the field. If he would have been taken off the field, one, Italy would have gotten the ball back. It would have been even, 10-on-10. And we wouldn't have had that goal scored on us, and we would be in the World Cup still.
Hey, my
Right.
man was hungry.
But
My man was hungry.
Look at his
Suarez, them choppers, he took a bite out of Italy. I'm talking Uruguay had taken a bite out of Italy. I mean, Italy did not play up to par, and Balotelli kind of wasn't playing his game.
Balotelli
didn't show up.
disappointed.
He didn't show up. So, you know, back to us taking, you know, our first or second show, I believe, we had Ballo Ball.
Ballo ball.
You know, that
Ballo Ball
hashtag
was
that
not played.
hashtag had disappeared.
Ballo
Ballo Ball there was no Ballo Ball. There was I mean, I'm a huge AC Milan fan, as you are yourself, you know, so for us to see Balotelli play on AC Milan and, you know, us being excited for him in the national team.
You know exactly what he does.
Exactly, and understanding his ability to score and take those outside shots, because he has a boot. He's just not as accurate as we'd like him to be. He's just not disciplined. And, you know, he didn't come with the disciplining that he should have come this game against Uruguay when they knew that it was ride or die for him. I mean, Suarez did. He came with his choppers. He came with his, you know, his
Okay.
veneers.
Ultimately, Italy was a better team, should have been the better team, and they are the better team, but they just didn't show up. That play shouldn't have even mattered. They should have won that game, no matter what. They were the better team.
But you know what
They
the
just
thing
didn't
is?
show up.
The thing is that play did matter,
Yeah, it did.
And-
Because they did not show up on that game.
and it didn't help us.
Yeah.
You know what? The ball rolled out. No one's paying attention because they're so appalled by the fact that this man just bit somebody again.
Someone just lost an arm.
It's not like this is the first time we've ever heard
It's
of
not.
Luis
No, it
Suarez.
isn't. It isn't.
Suarez biting into somebody. This is the third time this has happened.
Yeah.
And the
Yes, it
fact
is.
that when Cellini
Mhm.
is trying to show himself to the ref, and Martinez comes up and tries to pull up his jersey, you're not even involved in the play, bro. Get out of here.
No. But
I'm angry about
I'm
that.
with you. I'm with you. I totally agree that there should be punishment for that play.
There should be.
Because
And you know what?
he's a frequent.
I can understand for his first time, sure. But this is his third time.
Yes.
And you know what? It's not even if it's a despicable act.
It is. It is. I mean,
It's a despicable act. And you know what?
We've seen in the past people getting in trouble for biting. I.e. Mike Tyson.
You know what? And
He had a Oreo full. You know.
I will tell you something. I worked in a child center before,
Right.
and when a kid bit somebody, you send them home.
Mhm.
Okay.
Send him off the field.
Mhm.
Send him home.
Has Suarez been checked for rabies? You know, it's about that time. The third time, third
But-
time's a charm.
Realistically, he needs to be banned.
He will be punished. I will see it.
He needs to be banned in this World Cup. Not just this World Cup, but the next World Cup. The next 2 World Cups.
I'm sure it being such a highlight and, people actually talking about it, I think it's going to go down into, like, the FIFA administration to actually act upon it. But since it wasn't called during the game, you can't just revoke his right to play in the next game.
No, I think you can. If you
I mean-
ban him starting immediately, you know what? Take a page out of what they did with Donald Sterling,
Okay.
Mhm.
what Adam Silver did.
Right.
Ban him for life.
Right.
Because you're going to let players think that they can get away with things like this, and that can't be happening. And especially on
The world saw this.
that's the
So-
grandest stage of them all in sports.
Have you seen
It does not get bigger than
The
World Cup.
fact that the world saw this, there will be punishment.
But you know what? There are
Well,
as
we
the players for Italy were also
But he's
saying.
done it 2 prior times, and there hasn't been any repercussions then.
No, there were.
I mean,
he was
nothing,
banned
nothing,
for like 7 matches. 2
nothing
matches.
too grand. I mean, if you ban him, okay. So, what do you think is the logical ban or the logical punishment for Suarez?
I'm saying ban him from the next World Cup
Okay, for the next or for
and make him sit out a season for Liverpool if he goes back to Liverpool.
Okay.
Make him sit out a season. They're definitely.
So you're gonna ban him from the next World Cup and make him sit out a season? Don't you think it's a little too extreme?
no,
in
because this
terms
is
of
his
this
third.
ban?
This is his third time doing
He's
it.
a third time.
He's a third-time offender, and you do it on the grandest stage of them all. This is the World Cup. This is not like a friendly. This is the World Cup. Everybody is watching.
But
So
you
how
guys are
about you
still
ban him?
forgetting the fact that Italy is playing horribly.
That's fine.
They're
That's
playing
fine.
horribly.
We understand that.
Ultimately, come on.
You know what?
They should be playing
But-
better.
But this is not about Italy right
It
now. This
does
is about
matter.
Suarez.
You
But
know why
okay,
it
you know
does
what?
matter? Because that play shouldn't even matter. The fact that he did that.
It shouldn't?
That team should be winning by then.
That play shouldn't matter, but they would have advanced.
Okay.
It would have been a tie, and Italy
Okay.
would have gone through to the next
Okay,
round.
but
And
should-
because of Suarez, the action that happened, people when you hear it reported on ESPN and all that,
Mhm.
you're not seeing the full play. The bite happened, the ball goes out of bounds, the corner happens, the goal
Okay.
happens.
Okay.
Right.
That's the actions of the play. Most people don't realize that that's the order of the play that it went into. They don't realize that bite led right to the goal.
It did. I mean, it was a
If that did
precursor.
not happen, would that happen? That game would have ended differently. It would have probably most likely ended in a tie.
So,
Okay.
so to attest to Willie's point, what he's saying is, what if they had another chance for another corner? Obviously, it didn't happen in that exact play where he bit him and then the goal happened. He bit him, the ball went out, they had a corner, and then boom, they struck a goal. So now, I can see your point. I can see, that's the precursor to their goal, and if that bite had never
That's not
happened,
the
we could've
precursor. That's the automatic. Hey, let me bite somebody. We get a corner and we're in.
Right, but it's the precursor to the corner. He bit somebody, the ball went out, and then I got a corner,
And
and boom, they
they
scored.
still played bad defense on
But
the corner.
I wouldn't say
Still.
You forget that they're down a man.
Okay.
yeah,
They were down a man.
Yeah.
There you go. That
So
just
they had-
explains more of that fact that they are.
His
Did you
argument
see the
was-
red card?
bad.
His
Did you see the
argument,
red card?
No, I did not see that.
The red card, I cannot remember, for life of me, I cannot remember who was called on. It was an accidental hip check. Accidental hip check.
you know what's funny?
And you know what? That would have been a yellow in any other game. Accidental hip check. They get the red card, they're down a man. It's 11 on 10. Luis Suarez bites somebody.
Okay.
As big as a thing that is, he bites someone.
And he doesn't get a call.
Doesn't even get a yellow.
Yeah.
I
The ref
agree.
doesn't even
I
entertain it.
agree.
So, sure, I
I'm
agree.
agreeing with you guys on that.
Sure, the whole 10 on 10, it should have been 10 on 10 before that corner. But
Well,
they
it should have
didn't.
been 10 on 10 Right.
right at
Going in.
that. Right. No, sure. I mean, 10 on 10.
And that's
That's
Claudio
somebody.
Marquisio.
Yeah.
Who got the red card.
All that aside, going back to Suarez and his punishment, do you think that it would be more viable, instead of sitting out the whole season, is you sit out the rest of the World Cup and sit out the next World Cup, but you still let him play at Liverpool?
No, because it's a FIFA thing overall. And you know what? The players on Italy brought up a good point. FIFA does not want to see their stars not playing. Luis Suarez is a bona fide star,
He
especially
is,
after last
especially
season.
for Liverpool. Yeah.
And you know what? It's a shame to see a bona fide star like this stoop so
Do
low.
it. Right, right.
It's ridiculous. So you know what? It's gonna hurt him if he's out the end for the rest of this World Cup. If he misses the whole Liverpool season, and he's out from next World Cup.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt him. I think that
I
punishment
don't
might be a
see
little
that
too
happening.
severe.
I don't
It's
see
not gonna
that
happen.
happening.
It's not gonna happen.
I
I
see
think that punishment's a little too
possibly the
severe.
whole World Cup.
He's not gonna be out the next World Cup, bro. Let's think about it. It's 4 years from now. 4 years
I
from
don't see
now.
how.
He needs to be out.
Sure. You're speculating that he needs to be out. That's your opinion. But now let's get level-headed and let's assume he did bite somebody, in which he did.
Let's not assume he did bite someone. That's a fact.
Excuse me. Let's
You
assume,
saw the teeth mark. You saw it. Come
let's
on. now.
assume that he gets banned for the rest of this World Cup, right?
Yeah.
And then go on. He gets banned for the season at Liverpool
Yep.
for one season.
Mhm.
I don't see him being banned for the next World Cup. It's just, it doesn't-
no,
it's
he's
simple as
a-
that.
he's
a star.
He should not- he should not be able to sit. He should not be able to play another World Cup.
He's
Well,
gonna be banned from the World
FIFA
Cup.
brings behind the doors of FIFA. You know, we're looking at viewers, sponsorships, money, and so on and so forth. Suarez brings a certain crowd. Suarez brings people with him. He has a certain brand about himself as being such a great player, especially at Liverpool.
Is that
For
a
bringing-
crowd of cannibals? Is that what kind of crowd he's bringing? Because I don't want no parts of that party.
They're actually the dentured. You know, they're called the dentured. They all bring they all bring. You know, Suarez signs them at the end. It's neat. It's very neat.
You
He
should
donates some.
try.
He donates some to the.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's,
It's neat, but at the same time, you're taking away. FIFA is not going to hurt themselves, shoot themselves in the foot by giving him such a severe punishment. That also kind of cripples him from progressing in his. And essentially, what you're telling me is that he's going to not be able to play soccer ever again.
no,
Go
he can
be out of
play.
this World Cup, being out of this season,
can
and
play.
then
He can play again, just
I
not
think-
next season,
I think the
not
worst
next
part-
World Cup. He should be banned from international competition.
So, will you allow him to practice with the squad, with Liverpool, or wherever he gets traded to, or whatever happens in between time? Will you let him practice with the squad?
You can, you know what? No, I would like to see a ban where what's the coach for New Orleans? I wish Matt was.
I wish Matt was.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, yep.
I would like to see a ban like that, where he's banned from the facilities for a year, banned from
every
everything,
aspect.
banned from contact with the coaches.
Right.
You know, I mean, it would be a different aspect since Sean Payton
Don't
was
you
the
think
coach, banned
the-
from the players,
Right.
having banned from contact with the managers,
Okay.
the coaches, no use to facilities, so he's done. He's done for a season. Has nothing to do with football.
Don't
Okay,
you
so
think
then you're
being
hurt.
banned from World Cup is a big enough punishment? That's something that you dream of. To play from it.
Yeah, and you know what? That's something other players dream up too, and they don't dream of getting picked.
That's true, but still, that is something everyone dreams about playing in, and he's being banned there.
Well-
That should probably be it. Why pass anything?
Because
more?
it's an overall thing. He's a third-time offender. The first 2 times he did it did not happen in the World Cup.
Okay.
That's a precursor. You know what? He shouldn't
Right.
be. He shouldn't be allowed to play.
Okay, so
And you know what? Before this, I liked him. I legitimately liked Suarez.
but he had 2 prior biting a
Yeah, but it didn't hurt this
Like
way.
that.
It didn't hurt this way. It did not hurt like this.
Don't be a homer, man. Let's take
But
a step
no,
back.
you know what?
It hurts.
The
I'm with
biting
you.
thing. The biting thing was it was like the tainted thing, you know. But as like all athletes, you know, some athletes have their inner demons, their problems, whatnot. But you still root for them. You want to see them recover. And you know what? Everyone was happy when Suarez came back from 30 days of surgery.
Right.
After surgery to
Right.
come back and score a goal
Yep.
against England. Everyone was real happy about it.
Yep.
And then the next game you come back and you bite a person.
Some complications with his injury, you know.
Oh
Surgery. He had
the
The medicine.
Right. Yeah. So did he have surgery the last 2 times
Back
also? Bath salts. That
That's
solves
what I'm
everything.
saying.
You're right. You're right.
But actually, to go off of that, I lost my train of thought. Move on.
Yeah,
I
you
guess,
know why you lost your train of thought? Because this is such a
'Cause
despicable act.
I'm laughing
And
at
you
bath
bit someone.
salts. I'm laughing at bath salts in my mind. It's like, that's just Suarez.
But you know what?
Suarez.
I stand by what I say. I believe he should be banned
I can,
for the rest of this. Well, suspended for the rest of this World Cup, and then suspended for the next World Cup, and suspended for one season at Liverpool or wherever he plays. If the rumors are true that he's going to get linked to Barcelona
Right.
or somewhere in Spain,
Right.
I believe he should be out of season.
I think that he should be banned from the World Cup. Give other players a chance, and then I think that should be a good enough punishment. You're not playing in the grand scheme of things. You're not playing when everybody in the world is watching. I think that's big enough of a.
If you allow him-
punishment.
If you allow him to come back for another season, though, that's like, you know what? All right, we're going to punish you on this aspect, but we're not going to punish you on this other aspect where you make the most of your money.
I think a fine should be coupled with that ban.
But you know what?
That banishment from the World Cup. But I don't think you jumping in and saying he can't play or practice or do anything with or be associated with the facility or the organization itself with Liverpool or wherever he goes, Barcelona. I believe that's kind of detrimental to his career in itself. He's not going to be practicing with the squad. He's not going to be up to par. He's not going to be up to speed. He's not going to be conditioned. Whatever he does on outside of soccer in itself and how he conditions himself will not be the same amount of conditioning or the same amount of practice or the same amount of cohesiveness if they do bring on different players or if they do trade him in Barcelona. He's not going to have that that team mentality. He's going to be out for a year, out for a season, and not being able to be on the actual facility or of the organization. That's kind of you're pretty much that's the severest of all severest punishments that I think that's like you doing like something that is like punishment for imprisonment, going to jail. I can see that, but biting someone and it's his third offense, I think that can call for banishment from the World Cup. Grand scheme of things, and tack on a huge fine. They get paid solid amount of cash. Why don't you tack on a nice fine with that and let his pockets feel it? I mean, he's
I
gonna
agree
change
with
that.
that.
Well,
I totally agree with
You know what? I want to come back to this because
Okay.
I'm still angry.
Right.
Still red hot. Still want to keep talking about this. But first, we got to go ahead and plug the Atlantic Coast Extreme Sports website.
Check it out.
We are gracious more than we are thrilled to be working with Atlantic Coast
Yeah.
Extreme Sports.
Yeah.
Giving us the power to be doing things like this, the podcast, the
Mhm.
live view stream, and the website for Atlantic Coast Extreme Sports, where you're going to find everything, is ACXstreamsports.com.
Yep.
AC letter X, streamsports.com. You're going to check out different blogs, live scoring updates, videos, just a whole bunch of things.
Oh, yeah.
A variation of sports.
It's a great site.
Things that other sites might not cover, you'll find on AC
You
Extreme
know,
Sports.
you got
There you go.
other shows also going
Unique.
on. So look out for. Will, go ahead, plug yourself.
Definitely check it out. You can see a link to my blog. Definitely talks about Spain, and it's a very good article. Definitely read it. Say goodbye to Spain.
Sounds good.
So yeah, bringing it back into
Yep.
BG's corner.
In Aziz's arena, right?
BG's corner.
He can rent that space
Back
out
here
all he
at
wants, bro.
BG's corner. So what you're saying of Suarez is, allow him to play another season, fine him, but you know what? It's gonna hurt him a lot more if he is suspended for a season,
Right.
because that's where they make the bulk of their money.
Sure.
You're making most of that from your main club team.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys, granted, they get paid for the World Cup playing, but they're not going to get paid as much as they will for a team that you're in day out throughout a full-length season.
Right.
So if you ban him from a year, that's going to hit him a lot harder.
Okay.
You got a whole year to think about what you did wrong. How do you get back?
Right.
How do you get better? And you know what? If he is suspended for that amount of time for the season for Liverpool, I'll root for his redemption.
So now let me kind of put the severity of the situation, kind of wrap this topic up. Sean Payton banned from the New Orleans Saints, the organization itself, and any NFL facility of that matter, right?
Yep.
Because he was putting a price tag on hits to get people injured. Okay,
Similar to that.
a price tag. Let's think about it. It's like a hitman. Sean Payton was the hitman for the New Orleans Saints, right? And you think about Suarez, third-time offender. He bit somebody. He's done it in the past. He's gotten some repercussions for it, gotten some fines. Now, I don't think that this bite, it being the third, deserves him to be banished from the organization of the facility. Sure, you can suspend him. I'm all with suspending him if you let him practice and you let him stay on the team and you let him go about his daily time and conditioning, because you're not taking away from the character's ability. You're not taking away from Suarez's ability to stay in shape, to stay in that soccer mentality, to stay in that soccer shape and physicality in general, because him being banned from the organization, he's not a coach. A coach has to worry about playbooks, has to be well versed in, you know, his players and itself, and it's kind of easier to get back because you're not really physically exerting yourself. Suarez, being an actual player in the prime of his career, aside from him biting anybody, should take a step back. And I understand we can suspend him for a season, but let him practice, let him kind of condition with the team, let him get to
I
know
don't
the
think
team.
so. I think that's up to him. You know, you're a world-renowned athlete. You have world-renowned money. You go out there and make it happen. If you really love the game for what it is, you go out there and make it happen every day. You go out there, find different trainings. There's all these different trainers out there, and it's on a world level. He can stay at home. He can go to Europe and train. He can go. I mean, I wouldn't recommend coming to America and train
Right.
soccer, but go anywhere you want in the world. Go train. You've got the money for it. If you get suspended for a season, you stay on your game. You can keep playing, just not with your team.
So now, if this was a different team other than Italy, how would you feel? How would you fare?
I
I mean, Italy just got knocked out by Uruguay, and that's where the bite happened by Suarez.
Yeah.
Now, if this was a different team and Italy supposedly did not get knocked out, how would you feel?
It would still be as a disgusting act, and he would still have to be suspended.
But I don't think that the punishment would be that severe.
I think it should be that severe.
I think.
And you know what? Even
Think about your emotions. Get involved in this. Because
If you-
also,
also-
quarter, I think I need to bring you a Kleenex, a tissue. You know,
you know what?
I might need to. Let me. I'll ask the people on the back if they can.
No,
bring us
we
some.
don't
He
need to do
deserves
that.
to be
Okay.
removed from World Cup play, and that's it. I'm sorry, I don't agree.
Okay,
with
so
that.
this-
See, I agree. I say World Cup play, but
nothing
suspend
else.
4 seasons.
Nothing else.
It's an
Nothing
overall
else.
FIFA thing. They
World
want to see.
World
Hold on. They
Cup
want to
play.
see FIFA actually do something. FIFA's been within all these different scandals with points. Well, I guess you can't really call it point shaving, but all the different FIFA scandals that are going on. Something needs to be done. This is that moment where FIFA sits there and decides, look, we're coming down on these players. We're coming down on all the actions that are being brought upon throughout the leagues. It needs to happen now. You can nip it in the bud right
Okay,
now.
so I mean, I guess to kind of end this segment, let's take a poll. What do you think? Well, not a poll. We'll make this a poll. What do you think should be Suarez's right penalty or right punishment?
World
What do
Cup
you
play.
believe?
World Cup play.
So ban
him from
remove
World Cup.
That's it.
Remove his dream. What's gonna hurt the most?
That's
his
it?
dreams. Yep, there you go.
Okay, and how about you?
I mean, I'm pretty vocal. Banned for the World Cup and suspended for 1 season.
Keep this in mind because we gotta post this on our blog, cover3.weebly.com. We're gonna post this poll for our general public to actually, give us share your thoughts and see who you choose to pick. I believe, you said banned from the World Cup and suspended for a season without access to the facilities, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that Suarez should be banned for the rest of the World Cup. I think banishment from the World Cup is fair enough, but he should be tacked on with a heavy fine and suspended for a certain amount of games within the beginning of his career or season with either Liverpool or Barca or Win or whatever have you, but able to also practice with the facility
So
in those certain amount of
How
games.
long? For
The first half of the season should be banned.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll say the first half of the season, banned from World Cup play and tacked on a heavy fine.
All right. So just staying on the subject of World Cup, we can give the rundown like we usually do.
Absolutely. You want to pop it off?
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Costa Rica. It's not even a win they need. They didn't even need
Costa
anything
Rica.
to happen. So they got the tie against England.
Cinderella story.
Definitely walk out for Costa Rica. That's a definite Cinderella story right there.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in that day yesterday, you had Italy losing to Paraguay.
I mean, that was the highlight of our segment.
I think we
was,
covered that enough.
Yeah, we did.
We don't need to talk about that.
Thank you.
How about Colombia shooting off on
4-1.
Japan?
Just going
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Just going off. Nothing.
I believe it was on the second half, 2? I mean,
No, they had
the 3 goals on the
It
second
was
half.
literally.
Yeah, 3 in the first.
I don't really call a penalty an actual, a goal.
Hey,
I mean, it happened. It's a goal.
It's a free throw.
It's a free. It is. It is.
Bro. You gotta put in some work for
But
it.
now, in the free throw, is it counted as an attempt on the field goal? No, it's not.
No.
It's, he's 0 for 10 from the field.
Yeah,
That's
but I mean,
not
take a
counting.
penalty.
And that was Tony Parker's stats in the championship game, 0 for 10 from the field goal. But that's not counting free throws. He had still had 8 points.
Yeah.
He's like 0 for 10. Where do you get this? So as a PK penalty kick, no, I don't count it as I count it as a free throw. Yes, you're right. So all 3 of the actual goals were scored in the second half, and 2 of them being in the 80th minute, like 82nd and I believe 90th actually. So
Yeah.
82nd and 90th. So to put the dagger in Japan's heart.
And to make things even worse, for Ivory Coast, they lost 2-1. Greece just barely snuck in with 1 point.
Drogba's heard about that one. He's going home. He's hurt. It's his last World Cup. It's his
Yeah, I'd
last
be
World
upset.
Cup.
It's the career's closing,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of sad to see
It is.
the career go this way. I wish he would have ended it when he won the Champions League with Chelsea.
And moving on to today, Wednesday, June 25th, we started off with Argentina against Nigeria.
Messi.
That was a great game.
Messi.
Argentina fared over Nigeria 3-2.
Like I stated, Messi's the best player in the world.
Same time, Bosnia-Iran was going on. Bosnia came out firing with 3-1 against Iran. To all our Iranian friends and brothers, we apologize for your loss.
But doesn't really matter because Nigeria still got through, even though they
It
lost.
does.
That's the worst thing. To come out firing, scoring 3 goals,
Yeah.
and then you still don't advance.
Right. But you know what? Iran looked great in that cheetah print. I'm telling you, that cheetah was finesse. And back to the later game, Switzerland came firing off on Honduras 3-0. And then you had France kind of win the division 0-0 against Ecuador. So, and France will advance.
Yeah, France and
And
Switzerland.
that wraps up our FIFA talk and our FIFA segment.
So wait, before we do, just want to ask, who do you guys have in the final? Now that we're starting to get towards, we still got the
just
USA,
gonna call it right now. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica in the final.
All of it. All the way.
You think Costa Rica's all the way?
Yep.
This is the same man that said
Cinderella stories. I
that
love
said that he
Cinderella
will sweep
stories.
the Spurs.
Cinderella stories.
Hold on. Why Costa Rica?
I'm going
Blog
with
about it. Blog.
You guys will hear about it.
Blog about
my
it.
reasons why.
Because I don't want to hear about it. It's one time.
So wait, well, hold on. What do you have in the final match, though? That's what I'm asking. Who's the 2 teams? Because you can't just have Costa Rica.
It's tough.
We'll get back to you. Who do you got?
I see them beating anyone. I see it.
I mean,
see it.
Clearly, you have
You
to
know
win the World Cup.
You know,
I don't need to tell you
that statement is
I
like
don't even need to tell you guys.
that statement is like saying, "Oh, the Pelicans can beat anyone." I don't know if it's gonna happen, but they can beat anyone.
If they come and prove to me that they can win, I'll go for them. I'll go for them. I'm that type
I
of
see
person.
Germany.
I'm that type of person.
I see
All right, so
Germany
realistically,
versus France.
Germany versus France.
Or Netherlands. I'm not really sold right now. Netherlands or France is kind of a toss-up, but I think Germany versus France. Given
See,
the way
I'm
France
saying-
played against Ecuador today, I would say Netherlands. After today's match, I want to see Netherlands play. I believe they play tomorrow.
Mhm.
I could be wrong, but
No, they're off.
they are off.
They're off.
They're off until Sunday.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I would love to see them play against Mexico on Sunday and kind of fare
That's
from there.
gonna be-
But I love
Yeah, we didn't
Netherlands.
even speak about Mexico. That's
Greatest goalie
but that's
in the whole World Cup.
between them and Brazil, it was like who gets Netherlands, who gets Netherlands.
Right. And Mexico got it, and lucky for Brazil, because Mexico is out for blood.
What
And
is
I-
your
so I'm gonna go ahead and say Germany, Netherlands.
Germany, Netherlands.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying too. I'm saying Germany, Netherlands, and the fact is because Robin van Persie was out last match, and
Right.
he still looked just as strong. When you have your star, your premier, your MVP, you got your main guy out because of 2 yellow cards, and
Don't
you still come out firing out.
don't underplay or undermine Robin. That man
Oh,
is
I'm not.
fast.
Trust me, I'm not. You know
He
what?
is fast.
You know what? I'm starting the bandwagon petition right now to get Robin to come to Manchester United. Come play for Van Gaal.
Or AC Milan.
No.
AC Milan.
Manchester United. Bring him to Manchester United. Come play for Van Gaal. Line up with Robin van Persie. Let's go.
That will be an unstoppable team.
Oh, man, I cannot
But you
wait.
know what? If Suarez stays
Cannot
with,
wait
if
to see.
Suarez stays with Liverpool,
He's gonna get banned.
if he stays with Liverpool and he doesn't get banned, it'll be Suarez and Sturridge versus Robin van Persie and Robin itself. That'd be a great match. We like to fantasize. It's probably not gonna happen, but yeah. So
You know, I don't like to wish ill will towards people, but I really hope that like a mosquito comes in and bites Suarez. And it just itches him, like in the ear.
What about
Really?
the mouth? What about the mouth?
Nah, the ear.
gums?
The
The
ear.
gums?
That's
The
the
ear's the
worst.
worst.
That's
Because
the
when you
worst.
get it in the ear, the people you're digging in the ear, people are looking at you. I hope you get some mosquito bite.
I didn't say it. So go ahead, Mr. You don't like to wish ill upon anyone. What's your predictions for the final?
Oh yeah, Netherlands, Germany. Netherlands, Germany.
Let's do it.
That's my
You know, that wasn't outlandish as.
But I call it the
Who
Netherlands.
do you Netherlands? You think?
Netherlands, Germany.
Okay.
I got the Netherlands winning.
Hey, I'll give them credit.
And you know what?
They play
It's a
very
toss-up.
strong.
And you know what? You know what
Very
makes it
strong
even better?
soccer.
You know what makes it even better? The striker Robin van Persie, the coach Luis van Gaal,
You guys don't see Brazil doing
and they're coming back to Manchester
Hey, you guys
United.
don't see
They're
Brazil
coming
doing
back to
that?
Manchester United after the
Hey,
World Cup.
no, I want to
Let's
know
go.
this just personally. I want to know. What do you guys think about Brazil?
Brazil's-
Do you think Brazil is playing great?
Even though they're a favorite, I don't think they're gonna make it out.
I don't
You
know.
don't see it?
I mean, I can't even remember who they got coming up next.
I don't think they've decided yet.
But I see them. I don't see them. No, it's
Brazil
decided.
right now
They
is
got
playing
this-
great soccer.
They're God, I can't
Let me
remember.
double check. Let me just
It's
double
in the
check.
same group as the Netherlands.
Oh, they got Chile. Ooh, Chile's a great match.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I see Brazil. I see Brazil getting past Chile,
Okay.
but I see them losing afterwards.
Don't
I don't see them getting too
don't
far.
sleep on Chile. Don't sleep
No,
on
no,
Chile.
not at all.
Man. They
Not at all.
played a hell of a game. They're
Yeah.
great. But you know what? Let's wrap the segment up, and any more FIFA talk we'll have on the next show, right?
Most
We'll wait
definitely.
for those games. I'm excited.
Definitely wait
Hope
for
you
my
guys are
life.
excited. This show is brought to you by Aces Extreme Sports. Find all your latest blogs at acextremesports.com, where you'll find Swimmers Lane at .weebly.com. You got Crazy Talk with illwill.weebly.com. You got us, cover3.weebly.com.
And you also got the 5 Knuckle Hustle.
Can't leave our friend out, the 5 Knuckle Hustle. If you like wrestling, check him out. He's got some highly opinionated, great views on WWE.
I'm a huge wrestling fan.
I'm not.
I check it
But
out. I would, and I've been trying to get Kevin to come on so we can have some wrestling talk. I want to talk some,
I heard he denied our request.
Yeah, we don't gotta get into that.
We're not gonna get into
He's
that.
probably not watching, but hopefully we can get him to listen to this part right here. Kevin, I'm pleading on you. I'm using airtime to ask you to come onto the show, discuss the blog.
That's enough
discuss
airtime. I don't like
check
WWE,
there.
bro. I don't like that.
Alright.
That's enough airtime. But yeah, come on the show, man. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. In other words, check us out at acextremesports.com.
And also, check us out on Ustream. We're going to be, live streaming on Ustream every Monday and Wednesday night. You'll hear the podcast.
About
Look forward.
6:45, 7, right?
We start at 6:45. A little, you get to see what we're doing.
If you want to see what we're doing and just chalkboarding our talks before the actual show goes live, check us
but
out.
we're streaming the podcast live on Ustream. I want to thank everybody who's checking us out on Ustream right now. Hi, Mom. Ustream.tv/channel/aces. I guess that's a minus sign. Sports minus sign again. Channel.
How about a dash sign?
Is that a
Either
dash?
one. You know,
Whatever.
we gotta give a shout out to our GM,
Gil
or is
Moody.
it Gil Moody, or is it our GM? Either one. Versatile.
Nah,
He's a versatile
Coach.
man.
Coach.
Coach.
I know him as Coach.
Coach. I know him as GM, and he knows me as IT guy. But we'll figure that out later. But to bring it on back, welcome back to Cover 3. We're gonna start off our next segment with LeBron James, i.e., one of my favorite, if not my favorite, basketball players in the league right now at this given time, and him opting out of his.
Can I rant?
Wait a second, I'm
Can
not.
I rant?
How are you gonna interrupt me? LeBron James deserves about 2 minutes of an introduction.
Go ahead.
Okay, BG's corner is coming. Where was I? LeBron James opting out of his contract a little early. Is he gonna stay with Miami or is he not? BG, it's time for you to rant.
I told y'all on the first podcast, and if you ain't checking us out on the cover3podcast.podbean.com, I don't know what you're doing. But you can go back and listen to the first show that we had where I said LeBron James is leaving the Heat. Do you remember when I said that?
I do.
Do you remember when I said that? Because you were
I
there.
do.
All right,
You were there.
I
I said
think that was
LeBron
fine.
James is leaving the Heat.
I'll say it.
The stars are aligning right now that LeBron James is leaving the Heat, and you know what? Thank God, because
You see the little dipper?
I see the little dipper.
Okay, that's
But
beautiful.
thank God because it looks like Melo's leaving the Knicks also.
Mm,
Bring in LeBron.
mm.
Come on, Phil.
Oh man.
Come on, Phil. Come
Oh,
on,
man.
Fish.
What
Let's
about
bring it on.
Derek Fisher, huh? I know he has some say.
So you know what? I'm reading also that they're working out a trade. They sent off Raymond Felton and Tyson Chandler
Right.
down to Dallas. And
Okay.
I'm a huge Tyson Chandler fan.
Right.
It's a shame that he's been having the injuries and whatnot. His career has been not doing the same as
Right.
it was before, but let's clean up some cap space. Obviously, we're trying to make some moves.
Right.
Trade him off. Let's get some money, some in-house money, so we can play with.
Right.
And you know what? I would be, as much as I have disdain towards Carmelo Anthony, let's have LeBron and Melo. And Stat. Don't forget Stoudemire. Stoudemire's coming
How
back.
would you play LeBron and Carmelo? How would you do that? I want to
Because, you know what?
Hold on.
How
Didn't
would
you
you play
say? Didn't you say? I think 2 shows ago that Carmelo cannot play with anybody.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen.
I'm,
Thank
we're all
you. I
listening.
would like to
We're
hear
all
that.
Well, you don't want to let me talk. Carmelo can't play with anybody because Carmelo does not know how to play with people. But if you have an unselfish player like LeBron James, who's willing to distribute the ball, and also coming back from seeing how the Spurs play ball, where they're not using as much minutes, keeping your body fresh, that's something to look forward to. And you can have that in New York with having Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, and LeBron James.
not gonna
How
happen.
could they afford it?
Because we're trading off Tyson Chandler. That's clearing up some space
That's
right there.
close, though.
That's clearing up
That's
a lot.
gonna
That's
be
clearing up.
close.
I forgot what his contract is, but I think since for me playing 2K a lot, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's around 14 mil. Clearing up Tyson Chandler's money,
Okay.
clearing up Raymond Felton, and if we can get out something where we send off somebody else with a sign and trade, or we can amnesty one guy, we got a bona fide shot. Don't count out New York. Everybody's counting out New York, saying that they can't have it happen if it's not going to work. Don't count them out.
I can see how that would work, just because now you have actually a true scorer that you didn't have in, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh together. Like the amounts of points that Carmelo can score, I can get that, but I just don't see. First of all, the money situation, I don't see that working out. I don't see that working out.
If Carmelo is willing to take a pay cut,
I love Carmelo, but he's not.
So now, why do
Well,
you
he
think?
has
willing to take a pay
he has
cut.
to be willing to take a pay cut. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not a Carmelo fan. I do not like Carmelo. But if he's willing, I'm willing to work. If he's willing to work, you know, if he's
Apparently-
willing to bring a championship.
Apparently, he said he had a great meeting with Phil Jackson and Derek Fisher, and that was about 9 days ago.
Yeah, well, maybe they had a great meeting, and
7 days ago, maybe
he decided,
a week ago.
you know what? I'm gonna take the pay cut and restructure my contract.
So now, why do you think that LeBron James opting out of his, opting for early termination of his contract is not doing the same thing? So Miami can bring some young talent in.
Because
Do you
He
think
did it-
Dwayne Wade is going anywhere else but in
no, he's gonna opt in.
Of course,
He's gonna
shot.
opt in. He's gonna opt in and take the more money. But you know what? If he opts in, that means LeBron's leaving.
They're not gonna give Dwayne more money. They're not gonna give him
Well,
any more
they
money.
have to give it. They're not gonna give him more money. But if he opts in, that means there's gonna be more money brought into his contract from what the deal was already. The opt out was gonna be a pay cut.
Right.
That would be the reason. If you see all three of them opt out, that means they're all three taking a pay cut. But if he opts in, that means it's gonna be that same
It's gonna be
contract,
yeah,
and there's not gonna be any room to bring anybody in. LeBron doesn't need that. But you know what? I do see.
You know, that's funny because I believe it says here that LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade all met on Wednesday.
Yeah, you know what? You know what?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hey.
I'm listening. Don't get your hopes up about the next.
No, but you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is this, all right? You're in a relationship, and you want to break it off. You're going to meet with the person, ain't you? You're going to meet with the person.
I hope your girlfriend's listening.
Hey, it's all right.
How many
You're-
meetings
well, hold
have
on.
you
You're
had?
gonna, hold on. Hey, hold up. Let me finish.
How many
You're gonna
meetings
meet with
have
the
you had,
person. You're going to meet with the person,
Five.
right? This ain't about me.
Lisa, save yourself. I'm
Look,
understanding
look,
a
well,
relationship
look.
that
If you're in a relationship, you're going to meet with the person.
absolutely.
You're not going to sit there and just be like, hey, this is over.
But-
Through a text message. So you're going to meet with them. That could be a breakup meeting right
What
there.
the
I'm pretty sure the
fuck?
Beatles had a breakup meeting too.
I'm just gonna stop right there. You know, crazy talk with
I think you should join my broadcast.
I think he's had a lot of outlandish statements thus far on the show. I'm gonna say that comparison doesn't go hand in hand. A relationship, bro, relate with your girlfriend or a marriage or whatever have you. I understand with your girlfriend. Let's
And a relationship
People
with
have
a team.
broken-
It's
people
still a
have-
relationship.
people have broken up with their girlfriend.
When they signed the contract,
they
they married to the league. They married to the team, and they married to the championship goals. That's a relationship right there. They all got married right there.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
2010.
First of all,
I'll give you that.
So you
Fair
guys have a
enough.
breakup meeting.
So what happened with LeBron going to Miami and he broke up with the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Dan Gilbert sent him a letter.
I don't know, man. What he didn't meet with any of the Cleveland Cavaliers players.
Hey, LeBron didn't have to do it.
I don't think so.
LeBron, well, you know what? That's why Dan Gilbert was so mad. He said, you left me and you didn't say anything. That's why he wrote him a letter.
But you also meet to kind of work things out and kind of understand the goals that you guys trying to attain and the talent that you're probably going to try to want to bring in, and overall the just future of your organization, right? You want to meet to work things out. You want to meet to break up. You're being very negative right here. I'm gonna call you Negative Nancy.
I'm going to be negative Nancy because we want LeBron in New York.
please.
Oh, we'll come back. You know what? I would be happy to see
I'm
LeBron
gonna
in
be
Cleveland.
planning. You yet to tell me how they're gonna play together. They play the same position. They play. What is LeBron gonna start
He's
rebounding?
bringing it
LeBron is
He's
not.
a smaller player. But he's gonna start
LeBron.
rebounding.
Okay, you know what? Let's take it back.
What is he gonna do?
Okay, hold on. Let me answer you.
Okay.
We'll take it back again, plug in the first show. The Cover3Podcast.podbean.com. Plugging back to the first show. You can go
Okay.
back and listen to it when he said LeBron can play any position.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
I'll
Hold
say
on. Oh, you both said
Let
it.
me-
You both said it. All right then. Then you understand. LeBron James can play any position he wants.
I do agree.
LeBron James can get on the
Long
court.
term. Long
What do you mean
term.
long term?
Every position he's
LeBron
in.
James can come out and be a shooting guard.
I don't like Brandon.
LeBron James can play the 2.
Okay.
On the New York Knicks, with Carmelo Anthony playing the 3.
Okay.
LeBron James can distribute. He can pick up rebounds. He can average a triple-double every night. He's the best player in the world right
You're
now.
right. But the reason I still don't see that is it's LeBron James.
Let me
He's
interject
gonna
real
get
quick.
hurt by playing more, trying to rebound.
Let me interject.
How
Let me
can
interject.
how
Let me
can I have
interject.
less
Let me interject.
minutes?
He rebounds today.
Okay.
He rebounds now, right?
Okay.
If what he's saying is put Melo in the 3 and
Okay.
small forward at the power forward. If Melo will play that, Melo will not play power forward.
Nah,
But a small forward.
Well, he played power forward for
Yeah,
us last
he
year.
did. And how did that fare? Not too well. But
I mean,
anyways,
he had a career high in rebounds.
small forward, he could do that as a small forward. Me and Brandon don't get along.
Mhm.
If you've seen our podcasts in the previous, we don't get along. This is Aziz's arena against BD's corner. He's got a measly old corner in my arena.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, in this specific instance, I kind of agree with him because LeBron, over the career, has evolved to be an unselfish player.
Okay.
And he's been selfish. He's been selfish when he needs to be. And that kind of proved to happen in the finals, in the last game, where he had 1/3 of the team's points.
And you know what? Him being selfish did not ruin their chance.
He had to be selfish. He
The
stepped up
team
and had to be
did not do
selfish.
anything. And you know what? I saw an amazing stat today.
Yes.
When he left Cleveland, that 2010 playoffs
Okay.
in Cleveland where they lost,
Yeah.
the team averaged about 50, I want to say 8 points in those games where LeBron had the rest of the points.
Yep.
If you look at the stats from what the team averaged in the playoffs this year, it was like 53.
Mhm.
Same scenario.
Yeah, but
LeBron's not going to leave. And
it's
you know
not-
what?
You know
But
what?
I wouldn't be
That's
mad if he
one-
wasn't Cleveland either.
Was it 4 in a row, right? They went to back-to-back 4. They made 4 appearances and only got 2 rings out of it.
Yeah.
I don't see him leaving. He didn't make 4 appearances with Cleveland. I think he opted out of his contract to
But
bring in
Cleveland gave
some
him
younger
help.
talent. You're right. And that's
Cleveland
why
gave him help.
Miami had the help, and then that help diminished in the finals. And he's like, we have a great team. We could come back to the championship if I stick with this team. Let's bring on some younger legs. Let's help Dwayne Wade out with his knee problems and bring on some younger knees and, give me a backup or give me a scorer on the court. He can't do all the scoring every time, especially against the Spurs. And I think Spurs are repeating or coming back to the finals again for the 3rd year in a row.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Kawhi Leonard, animal.
Okay, I'll say that.
But it's
I
all-
can see that.
But then again, it's
Oh.
all dependent on what the league ends
I
up
think
after.
LeBron's chasing more rings, and I don't think he'll see it in Miami.
You know who else has the money to do it?
Who?
LA.
LA does.
LA has the
They
money
did.
to
They
bring
did.
in Melo and
I
LeBron.
did
Yeah.
see that. I did see that.
But I don't know how well that would go with Kobe.
I mean, there's a lot going on in
Kobe
LA.
don't want that.
In itself, the establishment over at LA and the organization is under turmoil right now with the whole entire coaching, and they don't know what they're doing right now.
They sit on coach.
They don't have really room to go after Melo and LeBron at the moment until they figure out the infrastructure and the groundwork of their team. They need to find a coach that can coach the players that they bring on first and foremost before they bring on extra players. When you bring LeBron and you bring Melo and you bring Kobe in the same team, now you're thinking about the USA Olympics team and you have, maybe Greg Popovich coaching them. That's an excellent coach. Lakers I can coach the Lakers. All right? I'm just saying, at this very point, I can coach the Lakers.
Because now you got no coach.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I can do it because I don't have a coach. And I'm going to do a terrible job. You're right. I'll be drooling over LeBron and Kobe doing one-on-one. I'm like, the team.
Hey,
take
you guys
off.
can go to the showers.
LeBron, Kobe.
Right.
You guys gonna show me some skills or what? But, like I'm saying, like enough. We need a They need a coach to be able to handle all that talent, especially if they're even thinking about bringing in an extra stud, whether it be Melo or LeBron or both. That's in a high caliber team. That's a high caliber ego. That's a high caliber ego in general. All three of them have egos. Black Mamba, the king, and then I don't know Melo's name.
Mellow.
Mellow Yellow.
No. So Mellow.
Mellow.
You got the Black Mamba,
the king,
and
Mellow.
Mellow. See where that correlates, man. That's why. There's nothing special about Mellow, man. He played at Syracuse, stuck
Don't
in braids.
talk about
Nothing
Melo.
special
No.
about him, man.
I'm not gonna listen.
The Knicks
I
were.
love Melo.
Look, man.
I love
The
Melo.
Knicks were better off without Mellow.
Don't talk.
But if we can get LeBron and Mellow,
No.
I will be a complete Mellow fanboy.
Why? You bashed on Melo in all 4 podcasts, and if we bring LeBron, what makes you think we're gonna want? Why would you be a Melo fan if you bring LeBron? Because he's gonna feed Melo the ball more? No, because it's gonna be the LeBron show. Right?
Exactly. That's why I would be
And I'm
happy.
gonna have to support the Knicks because like you
You
and
know
Matt said, I'm a bandwagon and I follow the Heat because da 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 da.
Hey, we'll take you on the team, baby.
I like LeBron. If LeBron went to the Montreal Ducks, if they even have a basketball
I don't even think
organization,
that's a team.
I don't either. But if it was a team, I would be a Montreal Duck fan. I would buy all their jerseys.
You know what? For the past, whatever, what's it been, 3 years now since that happened? Since
Yeah.
Melo came to the Knicks?
Yeah.
For the past 3 years, I support Melo. I got a Melo poster in my house.
Mhm.
I've got a Melo jersey on
Mhm.
the boardwalk for me.
Right.
I support Melo because he's on the Knicks.
Right.
You got to support your players.
Right.
I don't like Melo. It's just like Alex Rodriguez.
Right.
I can't stand Alex Rodriguez, but he's a Yankee. You got to support him.
Well, you're just a New York fan, so it has to be done. You have your opinions about the way they fare in the New York organization and how they fit. But with you coming out attacking Melo since day one of us being
Can't stand the boy.
broadcasted, and
Glad he's
then,
gone.
you're gonna say LeBron comes
But
in.
if you bring LeBron James,
I'm
come
gonna
back.
love you. I'm a open. Hugs.
Come back if you got
I'm
LeBron.
gonna give you hugs, Melo.
But I can't stand you.
You gonna do that really?
Well, I mean, he won't be playing ISO basketball. There's no way you're playing ISO basketball with LeBron James.
If you guys bring LeBron and James, you guys will have no money for anybody.
You said LeBron and James.
No, LeBron and James. You guys will have no money for anybody else.
We'll have money.
Nothing.
We'll have money the next season.
Nothing.
We'll have money the next season. 2015 is a big
Nothing.
year.
2015 is a big year, but okay. So
You know
let's
what?
kind of wrap
That would
this
make
part
more
up.
sense.
Let's wrap up the New York Knicks talk, and let's go back to LeBron and the Miami Heat because that's a hot ticket item.
Well, we'll go back to it.
But
But
do
you know,
you
hold on.
think-
We'll go back to it.
Okay.
You know, like you said, 2014 is a big year. 2014 is now, and you know what? It's a big year for Aces.
It is
Plug it again.
Oh,
Had to plug
big
it
year
again.
for Aces.
You like how I did that?
Check us out. Check us out.
Atlantic Coast Extreme Sports. Like we said before, you got the blogs, you got the polls. You know, you can get involved with us.
You got the unique sports news. That's actually one of my favorites. Things that just will want to make you laugh or very just unique. Women's tennis, boxing, so on and so forth.
You
That's
got,
not
you
really.
got amateur sports.
Yeah, that's not really projected on the bigger media markets. Look out for Aces because
So, yeah.
we're gonna be plugging that and we're gonna want to kind of shed light on all of the spectrums of sports. So
So yeah, check out the site. As many times we'll say, acextremesports.com. Also, check out the Cover 3 Weebly page, cover3.weebly.com. We have polls added up on there. You know, when Matt gets back, and once we have Imran here planted fully, we're going to get back into ranking the NFL divisions. We did the NFC East last time.
you said my name with a lot of sternness.
Yeah,
I
because
had one absentee and now Matt has one absentee.
yeah, I know. I'm the only one who's here. It's just me.
Beanie's
Anyways.
corner, somebody has to sell the hot dogs.
Gotta make some money, right?
Yeah. Let 'em
Anyways,
know.
we're gonna go back to having the NFL talk. We're gonna be ranking the divisions, so we want to let you know where we stand on our division rankings, and we also want to find out where you guys stand on your division rankings. So hit us up at thecover3.weebly.com. Check everything out.
And if you guys do have any questions that you guys would like to have answered in the next, broadcast, just shoot us an email with your questions or any comments and concerns at thecover3questions@gmail.com.
Cover 3 questions.
Cover 3 questions at gmail.com.
There you go.
And yeah, so one more time, questions, concerns, or comments, cover3questions@gmail.com, and we would love to answer it.
Also, one last thing, because you always got to have something else for them. Keep them
Always.
on more.
Keep them wanting more.
If you guys, have any businesses or know of any businesses, work for any businesses, come to Aces. We are definitely looking. Well, not looking. We're selling ad space.
We're here to advertise your space. Let us be your voice, and let us be able to kind of spread the word for your business. Come on, acextremesports.com, baby. You know you want to do it.
We got great packages, so you can definitely give us a ring, give us a text, shoot us an email. We got you.
All right, so let me go ahead and bring us back to the hot ticket item. LeBron James opted out of his contract, Miami Heat, and then the New York Knicks. Just for you, Brandon.
I did get a question, actually.
Oh, you
we
did?
did get a question.
Oh, okay.
Well, also, hi, Aunt Denise. Say hi, guys.
I've never met you, but hi, I meet you on live TV. It's a
You
pleasure.
want to go say hi to Mom?
Hello. Hello.
Hi to all our viewers, all 5 million Adams.
Yes. I want to say hi to all of them, okay?
Hey, we got 48 now.
I want to say.
We got
We got 48.
I want to say I love you all.
48 million Adams? Floating around, man.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for checking
Thanks for
it
the
out.
love.
But the question was, what kind of team would New York put around LeBron?
What kind of team would New York put around LeBron?
Nobody's. With Melo.
I wouldn't say that because
Nobody's in Melo.
you still have Amon Shumpert.
Street guys because they can't afford anything. They're just gonna go out the street. Hey, you a fan? You wanna play? I'll pay you.
You still have Amon Shumpert. Amon Shumpert is a lockdown young guy.
Okay.
You still got him.
Uh-huh.
We're obviously gonna have to pick up somebody in free agency for the point.
Okay.
You guys are forgetting, he played one game for the New York Knicks, Lamar Odom. You guys forgot about, you're forgetting about Lamar Odom.
I didn't forget about Lamar Odom.
He's with the New York Knicks.
I didn't forget about Lamar Odom.
I think Lamar
I didn't want to think about Lamar Odom. Why did you bring up Lamar Odom?
Why? That's worse than even picking a street player.
Absolutely not. 'Cause
You know what?
I think a rehabilitated Lamar Odom can actually do work on the New York Knicks, especially if Melo sticks around, and especially, hypothetically speaking, LeBron comes to New York Knicks.
I would
don't think
rather
it's gonna happen.
see
Amari.
no Baron Davis come back. I was a huge Baron Davis fan.
But I'm,
So
I'm
I would love
talking-
to see
I'm
Baron come
talking
back.
the roster right
No,
now.
but you know what?
Lamar Odom's on your roster right now.
Okay, but he doesn't have to stay on the roster. He's got a 1-year deal. We can easily cut that. But Andrea Bargnani,
That's what you said about Melo, and you wanted to cut him off too.
I mean, he's leaving, so
Maybe he just had a great meeting with Derek Fisher and Phil Jackson.
that was 9 days ago, man. He already opted out. Anyways, trade up Andrea Bargnani.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why we signed him to that contract.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying we, but
Why New York has.
I don't know why the
He's a
Knicks
homer.
front office signed Andrea Bargnani to that contract
Right.
because he was injured half the season. He wasn't showing up in games.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's no consistency.
Right.
We need to get rid of his contract. We could keep you pulling up the roster. We got Shannon Brown.
Shannon Brown.
Kenyon Martin. I think Kenyon Martin's done.
He is. He's
too
old,
early.
man. He's,
Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm praying that we keep Tim Hardaway Jr. and Amon Shumpert, the two young guns. Don't get me started on J.R. Smith yet.
I pointed at Gerald Smith and
Don't
looked
get me
right at
started
you.
yet. I know.
I
Don't
want
get
you
me
to-
started.
Okay, we're on the back burner. Let me scroll up to Lamar Odom.
No, but Tim Hardaway Jr. and Amon Shumpert. I want
Iman Shumpert's
the
done.
way those boys can grow.
They got
If
him.
they have LeBron James come in, who's not selfish, those boys can grow completely in that organization. And we're notorious for getting rid of our picks and getting rid of the kids we draft. If we keep them and let them grow within the New York Knicks organization, we got something right there. Yeah, we got Shannon Brown also. I mean, he can dunk, but keep him coming off the bench.
Okay,
That was 6 man.
So
Jeremy Tyler was showing up when he was getting playing time throughout the season.
right.
Pablo Prigioni, you can keep him as a backup. J.R. Smith.
Go ahead. Pop
This
I like some J.R. Smith.
I love J.R.
I
Smith,
like some J.R. Smith.
but this is a make or break season for J.R. Smith. Because the year before, season 4, he had the 6 man of the year. Last year was just an abysmal season.
right.
If he can turn it around, because he wants to start.
Uh-huh.
He wants to start, but if you get LeBron James on the team, I don't know how how feasible him starting is, because I would honestly see LeBron have the 2 instead of the 4.
Now, does J.R. Smith have enough handles to take the 1? Because you guys are kind of not missing in action in the point guard area, but you guys are kind of it's a toss up. The point guard, just the point guard position for the New York Knicks. Somebody to bring the ball up.
Being able to control the court like that.
Well, I don't see JR. I don't see JR.
But him being able to bring up the ball and
I'll tell you what, though, it does
Smith
work with
with
2K for
LeBron.
me.
I'm sure it does. It does.
But no, JR wouldn't be able to bring up the ball, so he would have to stay coming off the bench.
So what about trading J.R. Smith for LeBron?
Well, they would have to do a sign and trade.
Right.
It wouldn't be able to just be J.R. Smith. It would have to be J.R. Smith and.
How about the Washington Wizards getting LeBron James?
How about
Maybe.
the Clippers?
I'm
I saw
starting.
the Clippers.
I'm
Look,
sorry. We got one more question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you think LeBron or Carmelo stay with their present teams or go to the team with the best contract, with the highest paid
They're
contract?
chasing titles. I
Yeah,
them are chasing
I
titles.
think
it's
LeBron stays with Miami because he's been there 4 times in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and lost to 2 Texas teams, Spurs and Mavericks. Okay, in the beginning it was the Mavericks, and now it's the Spurs. He knows he can go back to the championship again for the 5th time with the same exact team, just bringing on some younger talent.
Has it been all Texas teams?
Yeah, the 2 teams that they lost to.
Man.
Yeah, so Mavericks 4 years ago, and they
Sure.
beat.
They beat OKC.
Yeah, OKC, and then
They
they
beat San Antonio.
San Antonio, and then now San Antonio came back to vengeance
Yeah.
because he was hungry. And who's that? Tim Duncan. But anyways,
I said Spurs in 5. I don't know why you looked at me.
I did.
You did.
I didn't say it.
anyway, so I do think LeBron's going to stay with the team. I think that he opted out maybe because the fact that he would like to take a little less money. He's getting pretty paid well, so he's going to take a little less money and trying to bring in some young talent, bring in people from the draft, get some younger legs around LeBron, people to run with LeBron, people that can actually stick through the whole entire 44 minutes of the game, 48 minutes of the game, I believe. 48 minutes of the game. So people that actually have room to grow. I know Miami is a very old team, and they don't have
don't be fooled.
they don't have a good bench, and that kind of was that was exposed in the finals series, that their bench is all right. Don't get us wrong, their bench isn't non-existent. They just don't have a bench that's the caliber of the San Antonio Spurs bench.
So where do you see Carmelo going then?
I think Carmelo is leaving the organization. I think either Joakim Noah has persuaded and talked enough into Melo's ear that he'll come to Chicago. And Chicago does need a Melo.
What do you think?
And maybe Houston. I think Houston can use him with Harden and Dwight Howard. I don't like Dwight Howard. That's a different story in itself. I think with all that talent and him not being able to kind of channel it and be more aggressive down low in the post, him being Superman when he first came out and not being
He never was Superman.
Right, but
I don't even like
I
Shaq.
think Melo would be a good fit with Houston. I really do think that. I also think he'd be a good fit in Chicago. I don't think he's sticking around in New York.
Go ahead.
I think LeBron James is tired of building a team. I think he's chasing a title for teams that are ready.
But he has 2 titles with the team.
He wants more titles. And if he stays in Miami, they have to build a team. They have to start over, build a team, a younger team. He's tired of that. He did that all in Cleveland. He's going to go to a team that's ready. He's going to win some titles. Melo, I agree with you. I can see him going to the Bulls. Then, because, they don't have Rose anymore. That's done. He's over. I just don't. So they're going to get Melo.
I think they both leave. I think they're both out. I think both of them are they're both ready to go. They're Melo hit the ceiling in New York. LeBron, I don't think he hit the ceiling, but I think he's ready. I think he's ready to go try on different things. So I see them both leaving. They're chasing. I mean, of course they're chasing titles, but I see them both leaving.
So then your fantasy of LeBron and Melo playing together?
Hey man, it's a fantasy, but no,
I hope you sleep well tonight.
I would look. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I don't. But it's going to be a very difficult deal for Phil Jackson to work out
Absolutely.
to get both of them to come into the organization. But I think we do have a legitimate shot at LeBron.
I think a lot of teams will have a legitimate shot at LeBron.
I
think
don't. I think
Chicago
there's
has a
like
legitimate
5.
shot.
I would say there's like 5.
Chicago has a legitimate shot. New York Knicks have a legitimate shot.
You know, I wouldn't even put Chicago up there because I doubt LeBron wants to walk into the arena every night and see Jordan's statue up there.
But I mean, that's also one of his
That's
idols.
not
That was a
legal.
good point.
But that's also one of his idols. Why wouldn't he want to go to a stadium where a lot of
You
people,
think Kobe?
everybody,
You think Kobe want to do that?
No,
That was
maybe
that,
not.
that was Kobe's idol.
Idol
Was
as well, right? I understand
Jordan
that.
also.
But now let me think about it this way. It's a different way of thinking. Why not go to the stadium where the greatest, your idol, played, and look at a stadium, look at a statue every day right before practice, every day right before game, and be like, I want to do better than what he did. I want a
Good.
statue bigger than him.
Put him on your wallpaper on your phone. Then you don't need to be going to Chicago and playing in Jordan's house.
I don't think
You don't need
he's-
it. He doesn't need it. There's
Do
no
you
way
see
he
how
wants that.
disrespectful he was on the Bobcats?
You
He
cannot.
just stared him down.
Yeah,
He's not
But
gonna go
you-
there. He's
yeah,
not gonna go there.
he's not gonna go to the Bobcats. You're
He's
damn right.
He's not gonna go to the Bulls because he does not want to see more.
Is Michael Jackson? Michael
Michael
Jordan?
Jordan.
Is he
Rest in
affiliated
peace,
with?
also.
Yeah, rest in peace to the greatest. It was. Rest in peace. But we should get a Michael Jackson song. I'll dance.
I'll work out
I'll
something.
dance. You know, I might do the moonwalk. I might break myself.
You're gonna do the dip in the tea, transatlantic.
You know, it's my roots, baby. It's my roots.
That's a spot back to week 2. Check it out on the cover 3.
We'll put a poll up there if you want to see me dipping the tea in the biscuit. Dipping the biscuit in the tea. I'll do a nice little video if we get enough likes and hits. So, but back to the whole entire Jordan and LeBron talk. I think Jordan's really the only affiliation he has with the Chicago Bulls is his legacy that he left there and the fact that he has a statue there. Is the statue still there? Do we still?
Oh
have
yeah, it's still there.
Okay,
That's not coming down.
so if Jordan's not coaching, if Jordan's not the GM, if Jordan's not co-owner, if Jordan's not doing anything with the Bulls besides the fact that he graced and blessed the court of the Chicago Bulls and left and retired his jersey and did all that, it's not number 6. What does that matter to LeBron? Why wouldn't LeBron want to go up there, see the statue, like, nice, but I'm gonna get one bigger than yours right next to it?
Because of the fact that how disrespectful he was in the Bobcats.
Hold on,
That boy stared him down the whole game.
I think
He was
LeBron
like this.
smacking Jordan on the cheek, smacking Jordan's statue on the cheek, and then I'm gonna get a bigger one is just as disrespectful.
You know what? I don't see it. I don't see LeBron going to Chicago. So
Yeah.
back to
No,
where
that's not
back to.
going to happen.
I would say Cleveland is viable. LA
He kissed
is
that
viable. New York and Houston.
He's
And
not
And
gonna
I
Houston-
want to throw one in there. He's gonna go to the Clippers. It's
No,
gonna
you
work
know
out. It's gonna work out.
I don't.
They don't
I
have
don't
the
see
budget
it.
for that.
I
They're
don't.
gonna do it.
I don't
They're
see-
They
gonna
don't
do
have a budget for
I
that.
don't see the organization making any big moves like that, especially amidst the whole Donald Sterling scandal
Yeah.
still going on. It's still going on. I don't see them making any big moves like that.
I
over the
see
summer.
it. I see it.
They don't have the
I
budget for Chris
It is
Paul.
possible.
You'd have to.
You
You'd have to get rid of Blake.
rid of.
You have to
get
get rid of
Blake.
Blake.
Blake Griffin.
No,
And that is
Yes,
the-
you would. You would.
No,
That's the most money.
No, you don't.
You would have to
No,
get rid of
you
Blake.
don't. No, you don't.
But you know what? It's
You have to
about
get rid
that
of Blake.
time. We can talk about this more on your blog. I would love
You know
to
what? We're
listen
gonna.
to
When is
your
your podcast? Because we're gonna come through on your show.
I would love to be a
It
special
is.
guest.
It is
Invite me.
coming. It
Invite
is
me.
coming. It will be there.
Invite me.
And I will invite you guys.
I'll be
We're
sure.
gonna have these discussions.
I'm gonna sit in the mirror and just wait. This crazy talk a little bit. Just wait for your show, man. Wait for the invite. Just get at me, bro.
All right.
Okay.
So you know what? We're gonna wrap up once
Yeah.
again. This is the Cover 3 podcast. We want to thank Willie, Ill Will, Crazy Eyes, Crazy whatever,
talk, crazy legs.
crazy man,
Crazy.
Ill Will over here. Thanks for coming on, brother.
It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it,
Always
man.
fun coming.
Yeah,
Thanks for
absolutely.
filling in this week.
Definitely check me out. You will be seeing these guys too when the podcast be coming up. Definitely, I will be inviting you guys quite often.
Absolutely, man. We love spin off the dome with you, man. You got some intelligence, some sports knowledge. But
But
we also,
right. Go ahead and plug yourself, man. Imran Aziz.
oh yeah, Imran Aziz and Aziz's Arena, also in our GM's house. I got him upstairs. But you know, Aziz's Arena where I host BG's Corner. You know, it's been great. It's been a great, 5 shows, right? I missed one. Okay, it's been a great 5 shows, 4 Cover 3, a great 4 shows for me. I love being on the show. I love hosting, co-hosting with you. We do miss you, Matt.
Matt. Come back, Matt.
Wish you were
Like I
here.
said, you can take your time.
We all get one. It's Brandon's turn. I got my one. You got yours. We all get one. But I also want to give a big shout out and a big thank you for everybody that's watching and viewing our show. We're on the voting phase, so please, if any of you got any of you guys have any comments or concerns or critical feedback to kind of help us grow, we'd
Even
love for you to
We're eating
just
it.
shoot us questions, shoot us emails at cover3questions@gmail.com. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long weekend.
Hey, man,
It's been a long weekend. I was really hydrated. But it's been a long weekend, so I kind of gathered myself back up. It's been a stressful week, but aside from all of that, thank you guys for watching. Any questions? Once again, that's at cover3questions@gmail.com, and check out AC Extreme Sports for all the latest updates on just anything unique for sports, anything that's probably not covered in the bigger media spectrum or media broadcasters. AC Extreme Sports will be covering it, and also look out for all the bloggers we have. We have the 5 Knuckle Hustle for wrestling. That's the 5knucklehustle.weebly.com. We have swimmerslane.weebly.com for all those folks that like swimming and want to be up to date with the happenings in the swim world. I'm trying to take a little dip. It's summertime. It's getting hot outside. So I'm going to be checking that blog out. Don't forget about us. We're live right now, but we're on paper too at cover3.weebly.com. Highly opinionated, I must say. Highly opinionated.
Hey,
Ballo Ball didn't
you
do
can
so
already
well.
see it.
They didn't do so well.
Hey, man, I told what I said. Balotelli had the whole World Cup in his hands, and he just dropped the ball.
He dropped the trophy and dropped everything.
Dropped it. But
He lost his mojo. That's a different conversation for a different time. Maybe next show. Who knows? Italy's out. Rest in peace to all those teams that are out. Italy, England, Spain. Shockers to everybody. But we're excited for what's to come in FIFA, the World Cup. We're excited to see what's to come in the sports nation in general, and hopefully get some more guests on the show to kind of keep you guys entertained. So thank you for watching.
hey, and once again, I am the BG Wooten, taking it to BG's corner one last time. Don't bite people.
This
Have a
show
good
is
night.
brought to you by Suarez's Veneers. Look out for us, baby. All right. Good show. Thanks for coming on, bro.